2022's LEGO Winter Village themed set is the Holiday Main Street, one of the highlight products of the year for a lot of LEGO fans that year after year add each release to their collections and displays. This year's one stays reality-based and goes for a somewhat different approach when compared to the models from previous years, in the sense that it offers two smaller buildings instead of a single big one. There's obviously the mandatory Christmas tree, and there's a stop for a new vehicle to the range, a nice-looking Christmas-themed tram. But before going into detail on the builds, a quick look at the minifigure selection for this set, 6 in total. There's 3 civilians, 2 women with shopping bags on their hands, and a kid with a letter that I'm sure he'll be sending Santa. These 3 are appropriately dressed for winter and all have alternate face prints. The 3 others are the workers of the main street. First, the toy shop owner with a lovely looking sweater, and then there's H. Jolly, the owner of the music store. Finally, the tram driver with a golden pocket watch peeking a bit in his torso element. As far as the builds go, the mandatory tree is quite bulky, has a few presents underneath and goes for a minimalist style of decoration with just golden stars, yellow lights and a wand element in transparent yellow as the star at the top. The toy shop looks really good, and you can totally feel the Christmas vibe with this one, starting with the color choices of the store display with dark green and dark red, and all the Christmassy decorations above the door and windows, as well as these details on the top floor. The toy shop logo is a sticker on top of a 2x6 tile, and the style of the windows on the top floor, while simple, look really nice. Traces of snow on both windows and roof seal the deal for the ultimate winter village vibes. From the back, the shop looks rather simple, and the building isn't very deep, but has enough space for the cash register and some toys to the right. On the top floor we see a small bedroom with yet another Christmas tree, some gifts under there, a nice bed and bedside table, maybe the kids' bedroom, judging by the wish list over there. The music store building doesn't look as good in my opinion, based on color preferences alone. It went for the brick texture on both floors, which works well nonetheless. There's the small Christmassy details here and there with the colors and snow, and I want to highlight the use of these fairly recent window and window glass elements here on the left. Though after everything that's built on top of it, you hardly notice their use, which is a shame. The window does let you see 2 instruments for sale, and inside there's a few more like the sax, a small keyboard on the wall and a drum set over here. At the top floor there's a small kitchenette of sorts with some cupboards, an oven, a teapot and a table set for 2 with some cookies and teacups. I absolutely love the LEGO gingerbread house reference in this sticker over here, one of the last sets I got to design while I was still working for LEGO. Outside we can find the tram stop, relatively simple build with a nice clock and the destination plaque up there, and down here a letterbox so the kid can send his letter to Santa. Finally we get to the tram, one of the highlights of the set but also one of the downsides in my opinion. I love that it's here, but at the same time there's no track for it to run, which is my issue with it. Other than that, it looks really good, very fitting to the setting with a snow-covered roof I wanna say. The Christmas decorations all over with some cool reefs on both the front and back surrounding the lights, and 2 ads for the main street stores, one for the toy shop here and another for the music store. There's plenty of space inside for at least 10 passengers and it can be easily accessed from the removable top. Another cool thing about the tram is that it was designed to be motorized, cool, but in order to do so you'll need to get all of these extra elements to do it. Uncool. They can be purchased from LEGO directly and I'll drop you the links below for them, but purchasing all of them if you don't own some already will double the cost of the full experience with this set if you want to get it motorized. There's also the risk of these elements or some of them being sold out online, or if you're buying the Holiday Main Street set on a physical store, chances are you won't be able to purchase the add-ons there since physical stores don't usually sell them apart from train track expansions. Is it worth it though? I think it is. There's always something magical about having things moving in LEGO displays, and this tram with the extra bonus of cleverly using the LED component to light up the front and back lights of the tram looks super sweet. This product wasn't hit by the recent LEGO price increases, so we're still looking at a 1500 piece LEGO set that retails for $100, which stays in line with previous pricing for Winter Village sets, thus making it a great LEGO deal overall. Speaking of value, this set was designed in such a way that it's possible to be built by up to 4 people at the same time, with each section of the set having its own instruction booklet, which is something I really like about these products. Nothing really beats building a LEGO set with someone else, right? In Winter Village sets, I'm usually more into the ones that put all the money into one large building. That's usually more impressive to look at than split smaller buildings are. But at the same time, the Winter Village requires some shopping options, so while not being maybe the best first set to get for people getting started on the Winter Village theme, it is for sure a fantastic add-on for the fans that have been collecting this line of products over the last couple of years. Wishing you all a Merry Christmas. And not that you need to get me anything, but subscribing takes 3 seconds, and that would make my day.